And this time they're sent on their way. Short run to the first then for the opener, the Supreme, the William Hill Supreme, and Agent Archie took the first in front. Distant Memories was the last to land. Agent Archie in the pink jacket, Jim Bill in the red cap. On the near side in the light blue is Catch Tammy, Trifolium in the maroon in fourth. On the far side, Cinders and Ashes, followed by Vulcanite. Pulling a little in the early stages of Midnight Game, who got stirred up in the preliminaries. On the near side, Hazy Tom, Yellow Jacket, Vulcanite, Prospect Wells. There's Darlan and Tony McCoy, the white cap on JP McManus's green and gold hoops, with further back Steps to Freedom as they make the long run to the flight right in front of the stands. So just over a circuit to go, and Agent Archie coming in to take this flight from Jim Bill in second. Catch Tammy is third, then in fourth is Trifolium. Cinders and Ashes over on the inside, followed closely by Vulcanite and Simonon, and then Montbazon in yellow and red spots. Also looked really well beforehand. Behind those Midnight Game, Hazy Tom on the outside of Prospect Wells in the midfield. Also midfield, Tet Lamy, Colour Squadron and Darlan, who's towards the outside. Then out the back are Steps to Freedom. Also towards the rear, Galileo's Choice with Dylan Ross up the inside. Allure of Illusion is one of the last, and Distant Memories continues to look on. Agent Archie starting down the back straight with a 2-length lead over Jim Bill in second place. In third is Trifolium, and Catch Tammy is towards the outside in the light blue jacket. They're followed by Montbazon as they clear this one, and good jump up the inside by Cinders and Ashes at that, followed through by Tet Lamy as they make the run along the back towards the next flight, and then they'll be swinging left-handed towards the outside. Midnight Game at this point of the race, followed by Prospect Wells and Hazy Tom. Darlan remains in the midfield, held up and towards the outside in the hands of the champion jockey as they clear the next. This time Cinders and Ashes made a mistake and is followed by Dylan Ross round the inside. Distant Memories and Galileo's Choice are the last two, and Steps to Freedom is also right out the back. Heading towards 4 out, and Agent Archie from in second, Catch Tammy now. These two battling away. Vulcanite, Montbazon and Jim Bill with on the outside Trifolium, and they're followed by Tet Lamy going okay. After Tet Lamy then is Midnight Game, Darlan, Hazy Tom round the outside as they now cluster together, swinging left-handed at the top of the hill, and this is where the race really begins in earnest. Dylan Ross is still towards the rear. Steps to Freedom is making some ground now. Galileo's Choice under a patient ride is still towards the back, heading downhill towards 3 out. Agent Archie's made it all. Montbazon and on the inside, the near side, Vulcanite going well. Then Trifolium. Darlan getting into it under McCoy. White cap on the outside as they cleared 3 out. A hugely competitive race as they now run towards the second last. Agent Archie on the right, Vulcanite. On the left, Montbazon. Further left, Trifolium. Darlan's in behind them with Tet Lamy. Then Cinders and Ashes, followed by Steps to Freedom. Galileo's Choice is making steady headway on the left in the noseband, coming through to have a chance as they round the final turn. Montbazon and Vulcanite 1 and 2. Trifolium lost his legs on the turn there, but still remains in touch in third place from Cinders and Ashes. It's Montbazon that leads down to the last, chased by Trifolium and Cinders and Ashes in the noseband. Then in fourth is Darlan. Here's the final flight. Cinders and Ashes challenging Montbazon. Cinders and Ashes knocked it flat. Montbazon second, Trifolium. Then Darlan on the near side and Prospect Wells. Cinders and Ashes is flat to the boards, but will prevail. Cinders and Ashes lands the Supreme. Darlan might have snatched second off Trifolium. Tight then for fourth, Montbazon and Prospect Wells. A gap to Galileo's Choice, Allure of Illusion, Tet Lamy and Distant Memories. Jim Bill further back, Vulcanite faded. Agent Archie the early leader, Colour Squadron. Then out the back, Midnight Game, Steps to Freedom, Dylan Ross. Also out the back, Hazy Tom, Catch Tammy and Simonon.